In this day and age, we see a lot of people looking for more at-home work, people that want to work from home. People are tired of working the traditional 9 to 5. People are trying to find other methods to making money. People are trying to exploit artistry within themselves and trying to use it to make money, to make a living off of it, which is all fine and well. When YouTube first started, it started as merely a free platform for people to advertise their videos, promote their name, manage and keep track of a fan base and get views, and start gaining a following. Then Google bought it and they brought out the opportunity through AdSense in order to make videos off of putting advertisements on them and advertising for them. YouTube would make money off of this revenue for it being their website of the advertisements, and they would give you a portion of this revenue if you were a YouTube partner. But then we had things come up called networks that would give you better support, better feedback. You know, they would manage you well, and they give you free tools such as Fullscreen. I am part of Fullscreen. Now, when you become a part of a network, Fullscreen takes all of that revenue that YouTube gives you, but they take that split, your share, and they take 30%, 20%, 15%, depending on what network you're with. Fullscreen takes 30% of what revenue you make out of your share, and you get the other 70%. With that being said, is YouTube really a job? Now, what is the definition of a job? A job is merely being employed to provide a service and being paid for it. It's just that simple. You're getting paid for it, it's a job. If you're painting, it's a job. If you're selling something, it's a job. If you're a party promoter for parties and colleges, it's a job. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter if people say, oh, that's not a real job. Playing video games isn't a real job. Blogging isn't a real job. You know, screw you. There's some envious motherfuckers because they're not getting paid for doing what you do on YouTube, for doing what you like to do on YouTube. Only people that say, oh, how can you get paid for doing videos? The same way people get paid on TV networks for putting up their TV shows. How did these TV shows make enough money for the network to keep even running? They have the commercials and the advertisements, and they make money off of that. I know blogging seems kind of easy and reporting is rather easy. Doing this, honestly, this is nothing. To get paid, really? I don't care about getting paid. It's only an incentive. I've been doing YouTube videos for more than 5 years for free, and I just started getting paid for it like last February, so honestly that's the last thing on my mind. There are many filmmakers like Freddie Wong and top-notch producers on here that invest more money than they're actually making anyway, so they're doing this because they love this. However, is YouTube a reliable job? Now, yes, all jobs have risks of being fired and you losing your job, you know, but there are other at-home jobs that are quite a bit more reliable than this one. I mean, if you read the terms of service, YouTube can pretty much fuck you over and change the terms of service whenever the hell they want. It's a privately owned website, and we've got these people that are complaining now about the content ID. Everyone's complaining about being copyright tagged because now they can't make money off of videos that they once did back then because they're using other people's music. I think that if you use like 10 seconds of a song in like a 20-minute, 10-minute video that's mostly your content, then it should be yours. You should be able to make money off of it. It's fair use, you know? And then we've got these companies that are false flagging and false tagging these things. One time I made a video with my boy Timothy, and we put a salsa song called La Rueda. That was by Frankie Ruiz, I think it was called. And the shit got tagged as like a completely different song. So this shit has been going on for years and years and years. And now that it's affecting bigger YouTubers, not gonna mention any names, now they want to say, oh, the people need a voice and we gotta change YouTube because YouTube is being unfair. Man, cut the bullshit. YouTube's been unfair for a long time. They've been screwing us over for a long time. They're gonna keep on doing it. No matter how much we protest, it doesn't matter. It's their site, it's privately owned. They don't have to listen to us. As long as they keep getting that paper in their pockets, they're not gonna change anything, folks. I'm telling you right now. And honestly, just for the sake of being fair, YouTube doesn't have to pay us. I have a friend that wanted to put a TV show up on HBO. You have to pay to put your video up on HBO because you're getting exposure. YouTube was essentially a free tool for people to use in order to gain free exposure, free fan base, and this is a free service, you know? They don't have to pay us. People forget that we're privileged by having free accounts in the first place because they can say, oh, okay, we'll give you your money for advertisements, but you guys have to pay us every month for having your channel on our site and being a public figure and using our name to spread your name all over the place and for promotion. Am I defending YouTube? No, I am not. What I am saying merely is that people should not rely on YouTube as a main source of income. You know, I'm not knocking it. It is a job. You know, there's a lot of people that make some good bread off of this. DashEXP and I'm sure Spoken Reasons makes money off of this. And there's people like Smosh and a bunch of people that make some good ass bread on this. However, I don't think it's a reliable source of regular income because they can do shit like this. They can fuck with people like this. One moment you have like 500 videos up, and then if you're a gaming channel, maybe like 400 or 300 videos out of 500 will be tagged for you using music that's in the game itself. Quick tip, guys, just mute the video on the game so that you guys don't have music in your videos and just have, like, you know, the voiceovers with the commentary, or just use your own music. You know, you can avoid that sort of copyright altogether. But I'm sure YouTube will find more ways to screw us over anyway. What is the solution to us? What is the solution to this, though? We keep complaining, we keep protesting, and none of this shit is gonna finish. When YouTube gets back to us, if at all they do is really say that nothing's gonna change. That they're gonna change maybe the content ID, they're gonna revise a little bit so that people can stop false flagging and false tagging, but the content ID is gonna remain. Everything's gonna remain. All of this shit is gonna get implemented because they know that we're gonna get used to it and we're gonna get comfortable no matter how many times that they shit on us. We didn't want Google Plus to get forced on us, and it happened. The new comment section, it happened. We didn't like the like buttons and the dislike buttons, and it happened. They got rid of the 5-star system. YouTube isn't what it used to be, guys. Money really isn't an issue to me, because I've been doing this shit since I was like 11 years old. I started out with paper gun videos. The day one fans will know me for this. I was not getting paid to do none of this work. I was doing all of this based off passion and hobby. I just started getting paid like last March. That means I was doing this 5-6 years for free. That's why I don't like YouTube whores, because YouTube just became a way of people trying to make cheap money and make a cheap buck off of people. Everyone wants to join the YouTube just to make a quick buck. It's not even about passion anymore. So guys, we can bitch and moan and complain, but honestly, how many of you are willing to make your own website to promote yourself? How many of you are willing to go out and be on your own instead of being a subsidiary or subsidiary, however the hell you pronounce that shit, of another company? Because really, you're relying on YouTube. Should YouTube shut down, which it probably won't, or if YouTube just suddenly makes some complete crazy changes where you can't even make money on this shit anymore, what are you going to do? People that depend on this as your main source of income, what are you going to do? I'm not knocking you. Like I said, you make bread off of this? That's cool, man. It's good incentive money. I make a little money here and there off of it, you know, but I would never quit my day job. I would never quit my career just to do this for a living, because it honestly isn't reliable, in my opinion. Yes, there are risks to other jobs, but this is just way too risky to rely on this wholeheartedly. So if you're really serious about being a public figure on the internet, make your own website, even as backup, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what they're going to bring out with this YouTube shit anymore. All the smaller channels get fucked all the time. Ever since the update where they completely butchered the sub boxes, we got people around here with like 500,000 subscribers, and out of those 500,000 subscribers, they'll be averaging like 20,000, 30,000 views per video. And it's good content, the same content. They have consistency, and they'll still be making a ratio of like less than 1% or at most like 5% of their subscribers watching their videos. Back when I first started this channel, my average video views per video compared to my subscriber amount was at least about 70%, 80% within the first week. Meaning, if I had 8,000 subscribers and I put out a new video within a week, about 70 to 80% of those people, of those subscribers, would see that video. Obviously, you have to accommodate for ghost subscribers, people that just subscribe and are inactive, you know, everyone has them. But then after the YouTube update where they fucked up the sub boxes, magically everything went wrong. I would put up a video and it would be a struggle to get to like 2,000, 3,000 views out of the 7,000 subscribers that I had. Is this because I have a ton of ghost subscribers? No, it's just because no one's even using the sub boxes anymore, because the subscriber button is almost useless now. Nowadays I have 10,000 subscribers. I'd be lucky if I got half those numbers in a video. As in, I'd be lucky to get just 5,000 views out of those 10,000 subscribers. You can't tell me that this is all just ghost subscribers when that shit just magically happened after the update. A lot of YouTubers would average really well in their view count, and they have about 100,000 subscribers, and they'll only get like 20,000, 30,000 out of those 100,000 at most if they're lucky, and they have to push the crap out of it. YouTube is really fucking up now. My only way of trying to get my videos viral out there is Facebook and Twitter and all of these other social networks. Why should I have to share my shit on Facebook all the time just to get my views up on par with half of my subscribers? YouTube used to show all of the subscribers your videos in the sub boxes when they wanted to. But a lot of times people are not even seeing these videos. People are coming up to me, Jeffrey, when you're going to have a new video? I am subscribed to you. Shit just doesn't pop up into my sub box and it doesn't update me. And if it does show up in the sub box, they have to click about 2-3 times just to get to their goddamn sub box. It seems to me that people are just visiting YouTube less ever since they took out the sub box, ever since they changed the whole format of it. Shit like this has been going on too long, but it seems like YouTube is hitting the last straw now. Because now bigger YouTubers are saying boo-hoo because they see that YouTube honestly doesn't give a fuck about them either. Now that the copyright shit is affecting them, and now that shit is affecting the big YouTubers, then they want to realize that there's something wrong, that there's a lot of bullshit that's going on with the smaller channels, and that they need a voice. Man, fuck it. Better late than never. Hope this gave you something to think about, guys. Try to be independent. If you're going to keep complaining about YouTube, try to make something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. All I'm really saying is, they don't really care about us. I won't be surprised if they fucking copyright tag this video for using lyrics from fucking Michael Jackson's song. And it'll probably be like some other fucking company like DreamWorks or some shit. Fucking Justin Bieber will flag my video saying, oh, I own the copyrights to this song. And they'll believe him because he's famous. So yes, I will continue to make videos on YouTube. Will it be for an entire long time? Is this something permanent? Probably not. I plan on making my own website. It's going to be something big. I'm planning it very professionally. It's going to be a platform actually for many filmmakers and different videography. There's going to be ways for other filmmakers to make income very fast. So yes, I will continue to use YouTube, but there's going to be a point where there's going to be no use to me using this anymore. Because if I have to struggle to get like 1/10 of my subscribers to watch my videos because the way that YouTube is set up, that's fucking ridiculous. They can't all be ghost subscribers. You know? I'm not the only one here. Like I said, people always thought that YouTube would be at the top of the game. But people starting to see that YouTube is bullshit. We're going to have people that are going to go out there and look for something new. There's going to be people that are going to try to start something new, like myself. And there's going to be people that'll just, you know, stick around and deal with the bullshit. Even though they'll make a bunch of videos complaining about the shit, they'll just stick around and really do nothing. They'll just suck it up, I guess.